How can we recover from grief? Wolverine, a character born from tragedy, has endured immense pain. Most people see him as a rage-fueled monster, but his story goes far beyond that. It's a tale of resilience, overcoming the traumas that shaped him, and so much more. Today, we will reveal why Wolverine is the pinnacle of resilience, so you can harness that same strength in your own life. To truly grasp Wolverine's resilience, we need to journey back to a pivotal moment that would shape the man we know as Logan. In 1845, young James Howlett's world shatters. Witnessing his father's murder, he unleashes bone claws for the first time, killing his real father, Thomas Logan. This moment from X-Men Origins Wolverine isn't just an origin story, it's the birth of Wolverine's lifelong struggle, am I a monster? In an instant, James loses everything, his innocence, identity, and the life he knew. Fleeing with his half-brother Victor, he leaves behind privilege for a life on the run. This trauma defines Wolverine because 1. His powers emerge through violence and loss. 2. He kills his father, burdening him with guilt. And 3. He discovers his life was a lie. Logan adopts a devastating belief. I'm a monster that hurts the ones I love. This core conviction shapes his actions, pushing others away in a misguided attempt to protect them. But can someone who's lost their sense of self ever find peace? Can Wolverine transcend his tragic origins, or is he forever condemned to be a weapon? As we've seen, Logan's tragic origins left him believing he was nothing more than a monster, a weapon destined to bring death. But life has a way of challenging even our most deeply held convictions. Fast forward to the events of X-Men. Logan, now a drifter haunted by his past, encounters a group that will change everything, the X-Men. Suddenly, this lone wolf faces a daunting choice: continue his lonely existence or step into the unknown by standing for something greater than himself. For a man who spent decades in isolation, convinced that closeness leads to tragedy, this is terrifying. It's like asking a porcupine to cuddle, literally. Everything in Logan screams, run. But despite his gruff exterior, Logan forms a protective bond with Rogue and finds himself drawn to Jean Grey. These connections challenge his core belief that he is a monster. As Logan reluctantly becomes part of the X-Men, we witness the birth of a crucial question: can a weapon become a protector? Can a man who's lost everything find a new family that embraces him? As Logan grapples with his newfound connections, fate deals him a devastating blow in X-Men The Last Stand, Jean Grey's death at his own hands. Imagine the gut-wrenching agony. Logan, who spent lifetimes avoiding attachment, finally opens his heart, only to be forced to kill the woman he loves to save the world. It's as if the universe is cruelly confirming his deepest fear, that he truly is a weapon, destined to destroy what he holds dear. This is Logan's rock bottom, his ultimate challenge. Why? Because it strikes at the core of his character arc. He's been fighting to believe that he can be more than a monster, that he's worthy of belonging. Now, he's thrust back into the role of killer, but this time with the added weight of personal loss and tragedy. It's a perfect storm of pain for Wolverine, just like he faced as a child: loss, guilt, and the reinforcement of his darkest beliefs about himself. Can he come back from this, or will he retreat into the beast he fears he truly is? As we progress in Logan's journey, we see him transform. Logan's transformation from weapon to hero is defined by his battles. In The Wolverine, he faces mortality, losing his healing factor. The old Logan might have welcomed death, but he chooses to fight. But Logan, 2017, presents his ultimate test. Caring for Charles Xavier and Laura challenges his lone wolf identity. James Howlett might have abandoned them, but Logan commits to sacrificing everything to ensure Laura's freedom. This arc redeems the monster story Logan believed about himself. He transforms from a man who brings death to one who nurtures life, from Weapon X to Protector. What makes Wolverine's journey so inspiring is its raw humanity. Despite centuries of pain, he learns to love, trust, and hope. It shows us that no matter how deeply we're scared, we must fight on and choose to be more than our past. Logan's story resonates because it's about finding the light in darkness and purpose beyond pain. It reminds us that true strength lies not in being unbreakable, but choosing to fight and care despite the risk of pain, loss, and heartbreak. While Wolverine struggles with his inner demons, he's not the only one grappling with a painful past. Enter Sabretooth, Logan's half-brother Victor Creed. Both men share a history of violence and loss. yet their paths diverge dramatically. Where Logan seeks redemption, Sabretooth chooses revenge. Where Logan sees hope, Sabretooth chooses fear. This stark contrast highlights why Wolverine's journey is so remarkable. Both men had the same origin story. Both men could have become monsters, but Logan faced his pain head-on, striving to protect rather than destroy. Sabretooth is a dark mirror showing us what Logan could have become if he surrendered to his instincts. Sabretooth accepts he is a monster wholeheartedly, and therefore becomes one, while Wolverine chooses to fight his inner demons and confront his own humanity. Wolverine's struggle to be better and to find meaning beyond violence makes him a worthy example of resilience. It raises a powerful question. When faced with trauma, do we let it consume us, or do we fight to rise above it? And the story of Wolverine answers this question very well. We often think of heroes as flawless beings, like Superman, powerful, morally upright, unbreakable, and always saving the day with a smile. Wolverine certainly fits some heroic stereotypes. He's fiercely protective of the innocent and willing to sacrifice himself for others. Remember how he saved a Japanese soldier from an atomic bomb, using his healing factor to take the brunt of the attack. However, Logan also shatters the typical hero mold. He's gruff, violent, and struggles with deep emotional wounds. Unlike the clean-cut Captain America, Wolverine is a complicated anti-hero who sometimes blurs the line between good and bad. What Wolverine teaches us is that being a hero isn't about perfection, it's about rising above our trauma and inner demons. His journey shows us that true heroism lies in facing our pain head-on and striving to be better, particularly when times are the hardest. In our own lives, we don't need to be perfect to make a difference. Like Logan, we can choose to protect, to care, to fight for what's right, scars and all. Wolverine's journey teaches us that no matter how deep our scars are, we can choose to transcend our trauma. But how do we start this journey in our own lives? How do we confront our inner monster just like Logan did? There's a powerful book that delves into this very struggle, a book that can guide you through your own transformation. The book is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This best-selling classic offers practical insights into finding purpose in the face of suffering, teaching you how to turn pain into strength just like Wolverine did. Frankl, a renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, shares his profound understanding of resilience and the human spirit, making it an essential read for anyone looking to transform their own life in the face of suffering. The one thing we can learn from Wolverine's story is that pain when faced head-on can become a source of strength. Like Wolverine, we all carry scars. By embracing our struggles, we can turn our lives into something greater. There's a famous poem called The Road Not Taken. It ends with, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference." You can choose to let your pain define your identity like Sabretooth, or face your pain head-on, particularly when it feels unbearable, and become like Logan. Wolverine's story is the very battle of mental health, and the great news is, you're not alone. Just like how Wolverine found Deadpool, whether it's a therapist or friend, when we share our true wounded selves with others and embrace our vulnerability together, that's where true heroism begins.